5-4 Los Angeles Chargers will be hosting the 2-7 San Francisco 49ers last week in Lucas Oil Stadium. The Chargers played a great game. Melvin Gordon over 280 yards. And also, it'll be Casey Hayward and Greg Robinson to return to LA. As these two players were traded at the deadline for a first-round pick. As on 2nd and 10, Phillip Rivers was sacked by Solomon Thomas. And on 4th down, here comes out the Brody gang as block punt, and the Niners would take a 7-0 lead. But Melvin Gordon with a nice little run with a stiff arm, gaining 15. There was an injury. I believe it was a 49er. Now on 2nd and 10, Phillip Rivers scrambled. Rivers found Hunter Henry, who had a great game, 6 catches for a $104 on the day for the third-year man from Arkansas. Now 1st and 10 on the 35, back to Hunter Henry. He's in bounds, gaining 19, so 3rd and 7 on the 13. As Phillip Rivers will scramble with it, and Phillip Rivers will not get the first down if the Chargers decide to play it safe and get the field goal of Mr. Matt Prater. So it's 1st and 10 on the 25. Handoff to Carlos Hyde, and Carlos Hyde, he's boosted like a rusty nail. As Carlos Hyde with a nice 21-yard gain. Now it's 3rd and 10, where Wyatt Tynes, the rookie quarterback from Wisconsin, will be sacked by Joey Bosa. Chargers couldn't do anything. Now it's 2nd and 20, as Tynes would be under pressure, almost sacked by Bosa, and then he would find Vance McDonald to almost get the first down. Now the Niners are driving down the field. Long drive. It's 1st and 10 on the 19. Carlos Hyde untouched to about the 5-yard line, and he got tackled at the 1-yard line. So very next play, 1st and goal on the 1, where Joe Williams. Joe Williams is the one who made the 18-yard gain to the 1-yard line. So now 2nd and goal on the 5. I believe that's Joe Williams once again. Don't know why he was in the game for all of a sudden, but whatever. So now 3rd and 5 on the 30 for the Chargers. It's going to be Mike Williams, who just misses the first down, and the Chargers on 4th and inches are going to fake the punt. Drew Kaiser will find the fullback, Cooper Barrett, who narrowly gets the first down. So the Chargers still have life on this drive. 3 minutes left in the first half, where Phillip Rivers would have all day long. Not something you see too often. It'll be Mike Williams with the reception past the 40 to the 38-yard line. So now 2nd and 8 on the 36, as Rivers would find Hunter Henry once again, and Henry will get past the 15 to the 11. Now 2nd and 5 on the 6. Under a minute in the first half, where Phillip Rivers would be sacked by the 49ers. That was E.J. Gaines with the sack, but on 3rd and 14, Mike Williams with a touchdown, giving the Chargers a 14-10 score at the half. So now, starting off the second half, Wyatt Tynes would find his man. I believe that was Philly Brown, former Panther, now 2nd and 18, where Tynes would fumble it. Ingram forced it, picked up by Joe Staley. Ingram forced it, another fumble, but Staley recovered once again. But on 3rd and 27, the very next play, Desmond King with the interception. Chargers couldn't do anything, so it's still 14-10 as Leonard Worrell with the sack, something he did a lot in college because Leonard Worrell went to Penn State, Tynes went to Wisconsin, Big Ten. Anyway, Carlos Hyde with a beautiful run. He's going to break a tackle, get past the 20 to the 14-yard line. Now the red zone for the Niners. As on 2nd and 9, it would be Carlos Hyde fumbling the ball, and Melvin Ingram finally getting that pigskin that he wanted earlier in the game when he forced 2 fumbles. But bad field position for the Chargers, but luckily Hunter Henry with a nice catch. Now 4th and 1 on the 39. The Chargers are going to go for it again. They're 1 for 1 today, and now they're 2 for 2 as Melvin Gordon with a first down. Nice juke, gaining around 10 yards. So now 2nd and 1 on the 42. Phillip Rivers would be sacked by E.J. Gaines for a second time today. Chargers got nothing. As on 1st and 10, Leonard Worrell, he had a very solid game. 3 tackles for a loss, 1.5 sacks, and 7 tackles. As on 2nd and 13, Carlos Hyde with the spin move. And that's all you heard from him until he ran out of bounds. So now in the 4th quarter, 9.5 minutes left. It would be Carlos Hyde once again, hit hard by Joey Bosa and forced it. But it was recovered by, I believe, Greg Robinson, who was on the Chargers for the first half of this season. Now 3rd and 7, Tynes would find his man, Philly Brown, breaking tackles, making it 21-10. Chargers couldn't do anything. Niners have the ball right back. As on 1st down, Tynes under pressure, he would find a wide open Philly Brown, 80 3 yards. Could Desmond King catch him? NO, and the Niners extending their lead now 28-10. Something you don't really see too often from the Niners. Mike Williams with a nice catch, gaining 45 yards. Now 3rd and goal on the 2, however. Phillip Rivers would do the dirty work himself. Touchdown, Chargers. And now the Chargers will go for 2, hoping to make it a 10-point game. Touchdown and a field goal. Phillip Rivers doing exactly the same thing, doing the dirty work for his team. So now about 5 minutes left. Niners with the ball, as Tynes would be sacked by numerous Chargers defenders. And on 2nd and 17, Tynes, it didn't really look like Leonard Royale sacked him, but he did. So 4th and 17 with about 3 minutes left. The Chargers would have to go for it pretty much, as Phillip Rivers looking deep for Mike Williams in double coverage, and it's in the hands of Mike Williams and then out of the hands of Mike Williams. So now 1st and 10 on the 17. Wyatt Tynes finds a wide open man, but luckily he would be hit hard by the Chargers. Now 3rd and goal on the 4. Tynes scrambling, he's going to be sacked by the rookie from Alabama, Rashard Street. So the Niners will have to get a field goal. 1.5 left. Chargers have 2 timeouts. Phillip Rivers looking for Mike Williams, making a nice grab. Now 2nd and 3 on the 8. Rivers will find Hunter Henry, who's not in the end zone, hit hard and injured. So the Chargers would have to use a timeout. Luckily, Hunter Henry will be fine. Now 4th and goal over to Mike Williams, and he's not in the end zone. That's how your game would end. Niners, your winners, 31-18.
All of my youngest, some savages running your trap at you up with them packages. Rob you for bricks, finesse you for pounds. Fuck all that talking, they laying you down. Gotta teach niggas about playing around. Cartel connected, you better respect it. Fuck up the papers and you to your maker. They laying you 6 feet under the ground. Riding with choppers messed up like you.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Laughing plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation.
Yo, hey, man.